Yeah, I thought the double tree potential had a lot, or the double tree lineup had a lot of potential. I felt like both of them early game were doing extremely well. I looked at Keeper's GPM and saw, for Suicide Lane, above 250, and then Deadwood had a ton of potential to snowball that game, but just didn't really come together.
Yeah.
So still confident, and of course, then as you can see, they've already added Lodestone to their arsenal. So we'll have to see if they want to do that Lodestone Suicide or Keeper of the Forest. Again, maybe Keeper of the Forest Jungle this time. We'll have to see what they decide.
Yeah. Yeah, it's again. I don't know how I feel. It does tend to be more of a passive play style, but at the same time, so far you look at the three heroes. Those are three can be bulky heroes, but at the same time a good amount of burst damage, at least from Deadwood and Lodestone. Keeper of the Forest really just fits that bulky role, but gonna be interesting to see how they do ultimately lane that though, as you're saying. Pebbles, Tempest, Engineer are the picks, of course, on the Legion side, so their lineup definitely a little more standard, you could even say. But banning phase, Master of Arms, Scout, Torturer, Moon Queen. By the way, the first bans, they were Monkey King, Rally, Ophelia, Fade. Were the first couple of bans, actually, or the first 4 bans even. Monkey King, one of those heroes being banned, of course. And this next one, Master, Scout, Torturer, Moon Queen, though. So one more ban to go for either side. And then moving on as far as the picks go. We'll see what AL, I say AL, that is not AL. It's all the tags. Ultimate Legends over here, aka Coin as they're going by. Aluna's their final ban, now for NX, that they're going to go with, so.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, like you said, Legion got that AoE heavy, more standard lineup. Obviously, Hellborn's looking to pick up their support heroes at this point. They're going to need, obviously, at least one. Will they go for two is the question. They could certainly have 2 dual lanes and a Keeper of the Forest. Suicide, and then perhaps, go for that all the wards in the jungle of the Tempest that I like to talk about as being an effective strategy so much. But yeah, Pyroman, or what did they pick? Oh, Bubbles and then Pyromancer picked
Yeah.
up by the Hellborn team. Now, I'm kind of hesitant about the Hellborn team. They don't really have like a solid stun. It's going to be, they're all kind of skill shots. Maybe Lodestone is half and half, but right now, without the Keeper root, it might not be the easiest thing to line up all their disables.
Yeah, they're definitely lacking the point stun. Good point. So we'll see with this final pick if they address that or not when it comes down to it. But as far as back over here to the Legion side, dipping into the extra time, a lot of extra time still left over for both of these teams. Neither one really using much, if any, of it beforehand. But here we are as with the final pick again, 50 seconds and counting, so still plenty of time, but not even going to use even remotely a lot of it. Nomad is the final pick. Been a while since we've seen Nomad, actually, and there's the Glacius final pick as well, coming out from the Hellborn side. So they do, I mean, no, again, Pyromancer, he's not necessarily doesn't have to be a support. He could by all means be a short lane carrier or even a mid setup, perhaps something like a Glacius, the Fire and Ice combo coming out here. That would actually be pretty fun to see too.
Yeah, I think it's going to depend a little on who they put on what. They had Root of Z playing their second support last game, so perhaps we're going to see a support Lodestone. I've seen it before. It's not honestly that bad if you think about it. He just needs like a portal key to really do as much as he would if he had portal key plus, Helm of the Black Legion or something. So certainly a pretty good option. We'll have to see if they. Oh, he's actually going to go for the farming build. I'm a little curious to see how they're going to set up their lanes. Keeper's kind of going for more of a jungle build right now, so maybe a Suicide Lodestone? I couldn't tell you.
I think it is going to be a Suicide Lodestone, and I actually think we're going to see the Fire and Ice combo with Deadwood short top lane, so of course Fire and Ice, the Pyromancer Glacius combination, and again, it's as simple as it sounds as far as just being Fire and Ice. It's not a combo of heroes we really ever see, but they're both range. Obviously, plenty of nuke potential, a good amount of lockdown, and kind of we talked about the last pick, whether they address the point stun or not. I mean, Ice Imprisonment, it's kind of a mix. It does accomplish that, but in a sense of you still use abilities through it, but it is still that point stun in the end, and could set up a Dragonfire nicely, so that's where they have some potential there. But what about the Nomad pick over here on the Legion side? Finishing off with a Nomad as their carrier of choice, especially when they picked it up. I mean, that was even before the Glaciers final pick, but this is a somewhat bulky team. I mean, Nomad's a great hero that could definitely tear up squishies, but bulky teams and a little bit tougher, but at the same time, get a shield breaker and do just fine.
Yeah, bulky teams that are going to have the tree armor as well, so he's going to have to be quite farmed, I think, to really be able to tear through that. Of course, he does have a ton of lockdown to help assist him with the Bubbles ultimate and potentially Tempest ultimate, but Legion team looks like they're going to go for an aggressive tri-lane, actually,
Yeah, wow.
with this Tempest, so something we don't see too often. They're going to be up against this Deadwood, who should have an okay time up here. I mean, he certainly is quite killable. This is a very powerful lane in Pebbles and Deadwood, and Tempest coming to assist. Should be a kill around level 2 or 3, depending on what happens. So, interesting lane setups for sure for the Legion team.
Well, I wonder, I gotta think this is more of a, we want to prioritize farm on Pebbles, so we're going to send them top because, Pebbles Engineer mid, what would you think about that matchup? Pebbles Engineers versus a Pyromancer Glacius. Do you think that's winnable for the Pebbles?
It's going to be tough.
Tough, yeah.
I don't think it's that easy to win, like you said. I mean, they certainly can, but it'd come down to more just completely outplaying them than it is to like having an advantage at all. So it naturally is going to be pretty rough. So yeah, like I sometimes talk about, they do have that Keeper of the Forest jungle, which opens up a lot of options for your lanes, being that he is so passive and cannot really contribute much for a pretty long time.
Yeah. So the aggressive Tempest is going to basically share a jungle for the meantime, and that also goes to the talking point of no wards to block any camps up here in the Hellborn jungle. There's the ward side, of course, that gets the top rune vision, but nothing to block camps. Where the other team, we had down here the one block of the camp, it looks like, from the ward site, and so Tempest not having to worry about that either. But I think they're going to see each other right here. I don't know if Tempest has actually been spotted yet or not. But he's going to try to protect the 2-minute rune in the meantime. We'll see if maybe Keeper also runs over there, but Tempest is going to be your first anyways. And it's going to be spawning 2, 1, refreshment. So bottom rune, it's an illusion rune actually down there. Bubbles in the meantime in the middle lane, a lot of damage coming out. That was more so just Pyromancer, it looked like. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Lowstone going to Nomad right here. Gets the assistance from Glacius. Nomad trying to finish off Lowstone, but realizing quickly he needs to get away too. And is going to activate the health potion. So Glacius doing a little bit of roam right there. And nearly getting a kill on a Nomad as a result. Actually playing aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, Glacius can definitely zone out this Bubbles quite well, but perhaps being down here as well could also get kills on this Nomad. But as I say, that Nomad could be the one getting the kill on Glacius. He still does have that W available, and there it is, free kill coming out for Nomad. So the Glacius room was actually better for Nomad than Glacius.
Yeah. Talk about a backfire. Stalagmites at the top, but in the meantime, just out of range. Deadwood clear-cutting through the trees. He said an earlier on gank attempt could result in a kill. Back to the bottom lane, though. Look at that. Glacius getting some revenge right there. Lodestone actually getting credit for the kill, but Nomad does fall. And so at least they come back and get the kill onto him. So the roam ultimately pays off, I guess you could say. I believe he did TP down there, so spent some gold to do that, but makes up for it with slowing him down. Deadwood, though, he does stay alive in the meantime at the top lane. Going to be fine with that. Pyromancer, I'm guessing, is having a good time. 12-7, 7-1 Bubbles. So Boxy is winning this lane, but Bubbles managing at least to do decent here. Obviously, with that Glacius roam, it's opened up the doors for him a little bit to kind of feel a little more comfortable. How about this bottom lane, too, now? Especially with the back-and-forth deaths. Lodestone's actually 14-5. Nomad's 14-1. So Lodestone doing a good job of competing with a Nomad here at the bottom.
Yeah, for sure, but that was with Glacius kind of coming down there and annoying him. Of course, he did ultimately get the kill onto Glacius. So yeah, still pretty solid from Lodestone, sitting around 300 gold per minute. Got that kill, of course. It's going to help a lot. So Nomad doing some solid harass right here. Going to use the illusion here to continue doing that harass, but both players will be fine in the end. So yeah, Nomad, usually in these matchups, he usually will just kind of dominate because of the extra damage he gets from his passive ability. But Lodestone definitely holding his own right now.
Well, I think the Lodestone plates in this case, the passive of Lodestone, is definitely having an impact with that too. And what you know, obviously again goes back to what just helps him being a good suicide here. Back to the bottom lane, though. Nomad again going to be gone right here. Sandstorm, Darude style going to be used. It is not going to stun, and the Sandstorm is successful. Darude style, yes. Darude style. So Nomad survives. See the Ice Imprisonment coming out, keeping up the harassment, but the kill attempt, again, not going to happen. Top lane back up here. They're going to go for Dewa once again. The opening from Engineer. Pebbles running in. The clear cutting coming out. Can he land the stalagmites this time? He's getting closer. It looks like maybe. No, in comes the Rotten Grasp, and Pebbles choosing not to use stalagmites that whole time. Keg stun misses, and Deadwood is still on the run, though. He's not out of the woods yet, literally. There's the stalagmites. They will connect. Gonna chuck him in the air, put in the auto attacks, trying to block him a little bit, too. No support coming this whole time. Finally, he does get taken out. Looking at the TP situation, yeah, there's nothing over here on the Hellborn side, so man, Deadwood surviving as long as possible, but just wasn't enough in the end.
Yeah, it was some great jukes, but I think the clear cutting eventually ran out, and Deadwood eventually did fall. So some pretty good perseverance, I suppose, in the Legion team. If I was Pebbles, I'd have been like, screw this, and went back to farming.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually caught up to him and got the kill. But he's still managing okay up here. He is only level 4, but he is kind of up against this tri lane, so to speak, and just managing some decent levels, some okay farm. Not doing too bad in the end, so this lane's not going too bad for them.
Oh no, Pyromancer, she does bottle up the illusion room just in time, splits up right there, turns around with the Phoenix Wave, trying to run away. The Elementals, though, coming in with the flank, and they despawn at the last second, but it doesn't matter. They still get the kill in the process. You see right there. Woody Fly actually on Tempest, getting credit for the kill, and apparently Pyromancer a little confused as to what just happened right there. But
yeah, he was bottling up, and he had enough mana eventually after spamming that bottle to ult.
Oh.
So I'm just a little confused why his ult didn't go off. Perhaps he had some, I don't know, awkward micro
Misclick,
and
yeah.
didn't work, but apparently to him he thought he got it off, but unfortunately didn't work.
The game says no.
Game says no. Usually the game is right.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
It's true. As rage as inducing those moments can be, the game usually is right in cases like that. So thought he had a chance, not going to be though, and you know that's unfortunate. It's going back to Pyromancer. Look at that. He's that's his first death, but his farm. I mean, only 200 gold per minute. So wait, am I looking at the wrong here? No, that is right here. Yeah, 200 gold per minute. He's 26 and 17 here. It's not like Bubbles is not really doing that well himself, but Pyromancer not managing to get the best of start here, honestly, in this game, and that's going to hurt the Hellborn team because this is a team, you look at the lineup overall, that it's really built around getting that good start, especially in this case on your Pyromancer, and looking to get him moving around setting up kills because Deadwood, obviously, he's at a very difficult lane himself. Pyromancer was the lane that really set up for victory, and she's not doing that great. So Lodestone, on the other hand, he's coming along nicely. So they got to be happy with that at least. But
yeah, they don't really have a lane that's just like outright winning though. I mean, just
Yeah.
compare this to Pebbles, who's just completely free farm top. He's only 300 actually, so not doing as well as I expected. Of course, Nomad is actually having a great time bottom, so no lane is going amazingly well. But yeah, kill in the middle lane. I kind of missed it. I guess he just set it up with the kelp field in the combo.
Yeah, kill food used right there, and Pebbles comes in, no portal key necessary. Comes in and gets the kill. So yeah, you know, Pyromancer definitely can do great in this role. We've seen it several times before, but at the start that he has, it's not going to be able to recover too well, unfortunately. And again, with the way you built your lineup here, if you're NX, you're not happy right now. You're going to need a lot of good things to go your way, and most certainly some mistakes, perhaps even from this Legion side already at this point. 8.5 minutes in. They're going to get their tower pushed in. Now, you see Lodestone coming in, so there's a chance right here to maybe make a little bit of a counter. He got up to the side, too. Keep it the Force and Glacius running in. They're going to go for it. Invulnerability coming out. Keep it the Force setting up for a big root right there. There it is. Lodestone coming in. Shadowstorm activated. Rock Control not used just yet. He finally uses it, but no. Nowhere close enough to anybody. That was a chance. And the tower goes down in the Legion's favor right behind them. They do catch Tempest in the meantime with the Rock House. The Tempest hold him. Oh, cancelled immediately, actually. He will get comboed down. So at least they get one kill out of it. Guess what, though? During this whole time, Nomad's pushing the bottom lane.
Yeah, he's just having a fantastic time down this bottom lane, free farming completely. And yeah, that's just kind of disastrous for the Hellborn. I think the name of the problem with these matches so far for them is just execution in these team fights. You know, Tree had a solid root, hit about 3 or 4 heroes, but really just wasn't any follow-up. Lodestone trying to activate the ult preemptively to get in there, just wasn't able to get off the time.
Yeah, a little bit delayed. It's whoa, the right side, right there. Pebbles trying to save his teammate. Just does some damage to Deadwood, but the damage already done to Engineer, so not enough to save him. And actually, they're going to push this middle lane. But again, Nomad's insisting on, understandably, he's like, okay, you know, what's going on in the middle lane? Fine. As long as it's not too out of hand. And in fact, they're going to kill a Pyromancer right there. The tower does go down, but at what cost? Lodestone in trouble. Nature's Veil. The dust is applied, but the rocket drill gonna push him forward enough, and he will be fine for now. But guess who's coming in? Lodestone with an Invis rune, actually. He's gonna try to maybe catch somebody here. Oh, Deadwood. Deadwood got center stepped. Nope, he's not gonna get him. Glacius, maybe? Keeper? I don't know if he's gonna be able to kill Keeper by himself. He's just gonna scout it out, and probably gonna be into that. So, yeah, the fight back there in the middle lane. Despite the tower kill for NX, still, they did have casualties themselves. And Nomad is now 426 gold per minute farming. He has 1,900 gold saved up here. And actually, there's the Beastard, so HoN with the Black Legion going to be finished on Nomad. Already 10 and a half, 11 minutes into this game with the Ghost Marchers, so he is having a great, great start here. Deadwood coming along, 1,000 gold saved up. But yeah, look at Pyromancer. That is not the items of a Pyromancer that we're looking for, especially again considering they were really trying to prioritize farm on her with the way the lanes were at least initially set up. It didn't work.
Yeah, just unfortunately Glacius was kind of just roaming around considerably, didn't get a whole lot done, and as a result no lane really ended up favorably for the Hellborn team. You know, Keeper's gonna get maybe caught here. Yeah, he's
gonna go for it. It's gonna be enough. Yeah, oh my gosh, he gets the root off. Actually, they're turning around on Pebbles, and Keeper of the Forest will barely live. Lodestone in the meantime being chased down by Nomad. Actually, Nomad does have that ultimate of his. He knows that if he wants to turn something, he's got to be a little bit worried about the edge counter. But speaking of that, Nomad now on the run here. As more support nearby. Speaking of that, Pyromancer actually being gone on. He does go with a W right there. Goes to half-life. There is the edge counter. Gets the cut of Pyromancer. Sets up onto Glacius as well. You gotta love that about the hero. The reset of the True Strike when you get a hero kill. Keg stuck going out right there. They will kill Engineer, but it cost a hat trick for Nomad. You just completely exposed yourself to death right there.
Fraud exposed.
480 gold per minute Nomad all of a sudden. Yeah, that didn't go too well for our Hellborn team there.
Yeah, it's looking really grim. No one's really that farmed. I mean, Lodestone did pretty well considering, but he's not really in a position to carry this game. The people that are in a position to carry this game, Pyromancer, and to an extent Deadwood. Deadwood's recovered okay here, but just I don't know where the carry in the farm is going to come from at this point. It just seems like everything's going perfectly for Legion. Going to hopefully get some aggressive wards here as well with the new portal key pickup on Pebbles, and just hope to completely shut down the map for the Hellborn team. And I think Pyro's going to be in a lot of trouble right here.
Yep, once again she has 4 deaths. We're probably going to see a 5th one right here. Although Shelter doesn't hit, Kelpa does hits, but the Kexan also misses. So even with missing two abilities right there, it just doesn't matter. Pebbles cleans up. Coming up for the side is, oh fine, I'll take care of it. He's not going to miss. That's done with the portal key. So Pyromancer falls yet again. Yeah, Boxy can just not get anything going. And I think you definitely have to go back to the beginning of the game to hear. Ultimate Legends, they did a great job of setting up the lanes in the first place, remember. I mean, they were the ones that chose to go the aggressive trial lane. And it maybe did throw NX off a little bit initially. And on top of that, because of how they set up the lanes, it made it more of a Deadwood could have had a great time at the top lane versus the Bubbles, of course. Instead, though, with dealing with that trial lane, he was going to be completely locked down as he was. And it was really only Pyromancer that you rely on. But again, we keep going back to the start that Pyromancer's had. It's just been, frankly, abysmal, especially with what you're hoping out of him. Continues to be just worse and worse news. Now, they're going to use quite a bit right here to take out Bubbles at the bottom lane, which they will successfully do at least. A root is used. Lodestone comes in. So they get the kill, but they're going to need a bit more of that before they can feel satisfied as far as making a comeback goes. Now, Lodestone does have nearly 2,000 gold saved up, actually. He stressed how important that portal key is on him. So he is getting there at least. And
yeah, I think that'll
something.
help a lot. Keeper of the Forest has finished actually. His farm Hasn't been that bad. You know, he kind of did share the jungle like we talked about earlier. But Invisible Deadwood in the middle lane could be looking to set up a punch onto this Pebbles.
Yep, there we go. Pyromancer assisting as well. Has a blazing strike. Not necessary. Good job right there. As you mentioned, Invisible Deadwood. He too is looking for his portal key. And with that kill, 1,000 gold saved up. It's going to help. And hey, you know, a couple more of those for NX. Again, they got the Bubbles bottom. They got Pebbles mid. Before you know it, you actually are back into this game. Now, again, while this is happening, you still have Nomad. 1,200 more gold saved up. He's getting close to that Assassin Shroud now. And even with this being a bulky team, if we've got Assassin Shroud Nomad at 15 minutes into the game,
yeah,
he is going to be hitting you very hard no matter who you are, really. So you got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's like free kill on Pyro, and of course Glacius is pretty much a one-shot. So, yeah, definitely being able to get the Shroud this early ups its effectiveness considerably. And looks like they're going to clear out some Ancients right here. Yeah, I definitely agree with the Shroud. He just, if you ever played against or as a Nomad with the Shroud, you can agree that the burst damage coming out of that Shroud is just absolutely absurd. And just, of course, he's already picked it up this early in the game. It's going to make for some easy pickings, I'd say. Even this Lodestone with 1,100 health, you know, he's not going to one-shot him, but he's going to get pretty close.
There we go.
He's coming in right now to show it off.
I mean, it's like, what do you do there if you're Pyromancer? Now, this is what you try to do if you're the Hellborn team, but the Sandstorm also causes issues. And on top of that, he has a Helm with the Black Legion. He's got a great defensive tool in that edge counter, as we saw earlier. It set up a double tap it eventually into a hat trick. I mean, talk about a hero that is really the definition of Snowball, man. I mean, his ability speaks for itself. He gets a kill and it refreshes upon getting a kill with his True Strike and the Mirage Strike. So he will snowball, and we're definitely kind of witnessing that here. 485 gold per minute. And he's going to continue to look out for more. He's not really too focused on worrying about farm right now. He wants to farm heroes, man. He's tired of farming creeps.
He's got the Rune Cleaver of hero farming.
Yeah.
So looking for this Pyromancer takes another step to the left. He could be the next creep kill for Nomad, but Nomad's going to TP to this top lane, actually. Maybe they thought Bubbles was getting initiated on. Here comes the Shroud, and if Glacius sticks around too long. And, oh no, he's gonna die.
Oh no, poor Glacius. He's like, okay, I'm gonna TP because of the bottom lane. In the meantime, there's a fight taking place down here. Pebbles trying to retreat, keep in the forest, trying to get that root off. Oh, just out of range. And that's a frustrating moment, I'm sure. You use a big root or a big ultimate like a root keeper from Keeper, and it does not hit, just out of range. So Pebbles easily gets away in the end. And Glacius was obviously porting up there to try to assist, but he dies in port process to Nomad, who is now going to clean up his own Ancient. So it just continues to get further and further out of hand here for Team NX. Pebbles, in the meantime, jumping Pyromancer. He's going to survive this initial burst, though. And Pyromancer happy that he could get a return there, at least, onto Pebbles. Blazing Strike and his combo coming out, so at least something right there once again for him. And Deadwood does have his portal key now. So more...
Yeah, he recovered pretty well. Usually, when you play Pebbles and you're level 9, you can kill almost anything below 1,000 health, but I believe Pyromancer did have his Strength Treads, or his Strength Steam Boots on, and he had about, I think like 1,062 health, so yeah, just barely out of that range for the one-shot, and Pebbles, unfortunately, after you don't get that one-shot, often pays with his life, as we have seen, but despite all this, yeah, Nomad still pretty much the focus here, continuing to farm creeps and heroes, which is always a great balance.
Yeah.
And looks like he's roaming around once again, trying to find someone, but the Hellborn team is done with that side of the map, apparently.
Yeah.
All kind of retreating to their jungle to, you know, do whatever they can as a group, because by themselves, it's looking pretty grim.
Yeah, most certainly playing more the game of, okay, we need to start just sticking together here, not giving Nomad those free kills, and as you mentioned, kind of abandoning the bottom lane in a sense. They're going to move up top here. Did they have any tower kills yet, by the way? They do have the middle tower kill. That's right. That was from earlier. So they got the one tower kill mid, but they're going to try to get that process going. They have a Ring of Sorcery Astrolabe on Keeper. So honestly, Keeper is hard skate here. He's managed to do his part in that sense. 340 gold per minute. He's got the portal key on top of that. So this is a good push lineup here. And they can most certainly capitalize with that. Now at the bottom lane in the meantime, you see the Legion side counter pushing there. Are they going to defend top? Probably not, unless they all have TPs, of course. But Well, actually, here they go. They are TPing into the back tower at least, and 4 of them are here. Nomad coming in right here with that haste. Another port coming in, and here we go. Pebbles jumps in, but no, the portal get the same time from Lodestone. Nomad chasing, but the Hellborn team completely retreating away. This tower, it is going to be denied in the end, and no kills happening. So it's kind of a mix of emotions right there from NX, I'm sure. It could have gone disastrous, honestly, so even though it got denied, hey, a tower is dead, and we all stayed alive. So that's kind of good news, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's better than nothing. It's better than, like you said, not dying. So, I like the idea though. Just continue to try and group up and push because they do have the portal keys now on almost all of their heroes. Of course, maybe Pyromancer wants to get one as well, but they can't really get picked off when they're all grouped up as 5 by Nomad by himself. So. Maybe it's time for Nomad to just kind of retreat into farm mode, just try not to find hero kills because they probably will be sticking together quite a bit. And I don't know if he wants to go for a shield breaker or a shrunken head. I feel like shield breaker is really good against the tree armored. It helps her, kind of knocking through that. But also, of course, against this team, shrunken head is also
not
very important.
Yeah, I'm thinking shield breaker. I'm thinking Shieldbreaker here from Noodle. He's going to continue the momentum. I'm sure he's 7-1. And I do agree. You see him once again trying to go for a kill right there, but not really able to happen. So it goes back to farming. It's really about finding that balance. As long as he's not spending too much time investing and just constantly going around the map looking for those kills, and it's really not the biggest deal in the world, of course.
Well, usually there's like this phase, at least when I play Parasite, I usually notice how sometimes I can get solo kills because people are playing a little more greedy and they'll just be farming by themselves, or supports will be stacking the Ancients. Usually around 50 seconds left, you can check the Ancients like he is right now, and usually you'll find a Glacius who is looking to get one shot. And I guess I might want to hold this stop while Glacius does get one shot. Pyromancer might be in trouble. We could have a team fight brewing right now.
Yeah, Pyromancer gets jumped in the meantime. Pebbles assisting as well. He will go down, and now the chase continues. Lodestone and Deadwood there, and full retreat mode once again. Portal keys being used by them, and they too will get away, keep the forest obviously nowhere nearby. He's just going to push the top, but in the meantime, says once again, okay, my teammates are dying here. I'm going to try to do what I can to keep my team in this game, if anything. But yeah, Pyromancer has to be hating life, man. Boxy just has not had a friendly game here. 2-7-2 for him. He's just fallen very vulnerable to that Nomad. Glowstone picked up by Lodestone, by the way. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. Glowstone, Lodestone.
Glowstone, Lodestone.
I can't even say it once. It actually isn't that difficult, I guess. He doesn't have a Staff of the Master, though, effect, so I assume that's not going to be a Staff of the Master, and that is not what you need either. Oh, I don't know if you saw
Just
that right.
Blink away in shame.
Yeah, that was awkward. Let's go over here and see how Keeper's doing. They may have just used a Shadow Storm and a Falcon Punch on an illusion. They may have just done that. How about this by Pebbles, by the way? Going a Barbed Armor. That's a little different.
That is interesting.
And it's not like this is a big Barb Armor screaming team necessarily, so.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't see any. I don't know why he would just go for like conventional item. I think a Bulwark would go a long way to helping Nomad.
Yeah.
Dish out a lot more damage, but whatever. He's going for the tank build apparently on Pebbles. Maybe this game is, pretty one-sided. So.
Hey, but it's like that's I was gonna bring that up too. If you're gonna go fun at it, like a different item though, then Barbed Armor. I mean, Codex, Elder Parasite. There's.
Well, if he had the macaroni and cheese Pebbles and then he put the Barbed Armor for the extra macaroni and cheese, maybe I'd allow it. But since he doesn't, then it's horrible.
I can't get that out of my head now. It actually is mac and cheese.
Yep. Maybe they should be named.
Did you make that up, or did you hear that from somebody else?
I didn't make that up. Somebody told me that. I don't remember who, but somebody said it. I just had a friend when I played. There's a game going on. By the way, people are dying.
Hey, there's a Barbed Armor. Oh, he does a head smash and it does more damage to Lodestone, actually, than it did to Pebbles. It looks like Elemental Void being pulled out right there. Pyromancer will stop it eventually with the Dragonfire. In comes the Rune, and down goes Pyromancer, so a quick counter count on him. But look at him. Oh, he doesn't finish off Pyromancer. He thought he had the kill. He went for the next hero, and he didn't even have the kill. Now, Heartsgate right here, trying to get away. Portal Key going to be used. Nomad, though, the double damage Rune. He has that Assassin Shroud coming out right here. His W not up just yet. Look at those auto attacks. The damage, though. W is going to be up right here. Ain't using it, though. There we go. Finally coming out and gets the kill right there. Pyromancer. I think he felt bad for Pyromancer. He's like, I've killed you enough.
Yeah.
I'll let you live this time.
Yeah.
But your
pretty
friends
much.
will die
Little
around
Pyromancer.
you.
Cut the guy a break. But yeah, I had a friend who he pretty much would never call. He would just use the simplest terms for things like he called Elder Parasite laughing mask because there's a mask and the guy laughs when you use it.
Yeah.
And then of course the Void Talisman is the green triangle.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And
yeah.
he just thought Pebbles looked like macaroni and cheese. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, green triangle. I don't.
The Void Talisman.
I understand, but.
Well, it's not a triangle, but it kind of looks like one.
It has.
It has triangles.
Triangles in it, so I guess.
That's
what.
Yeah.
I did try to buy one. So can't buy one as a spectator, unfortunately. Yeah, the green triangle. Little red booties. I got that. For red boots.
Yeah.
Shieldbreaker, what is that at? We got level 3. Yep, yes we do. 2,100 gold on Tempest, 1,100 on Bubbles. He has a Blessed Orb here. Over inside, you got NX. They're fighting. 25 now, 26 minutes in. They're continuing to fight, and Pyromancer finally managing to get a portal key. As guess who's lurking around? Nomad here. He wants to find Pyro. Bottom lane, nice. Pick off Bubbles. But that just happened. I go away for a freaking split second, and he opens, gets the kill. Heartskate going out right here. Pyromancer comes in with the Dragon Fire Stone. He still has his ultimate. They need to be careful. There's the ultimate, and it catches Pyromancer. Oh no! You can see that.
Very grim.
You can see that coming from a mile away.
Yeah,
Noodle's like, come at
poor
me.
Boxy. He's Boxy.
Oh boy.
See?
What?
You don't know?
Am I supposed to know that? Panman.
You don't know who Boxy is? The YouTube chick?
You don't know who don't do that to me, Panman. Panman, like, look at him. You don't know Boxy? And I can't say I've heard of her. Her, you said?
What?
It's a YouTube chick?
Man.
Like, I need to learn, I guess. There's a lot of things I need to learn.
You probably shouldn't. She's an idiot, but...
Wow, Riser.
Well, that's her whole thing.
Oh,
that's her whole gimmick.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm surprised.
She's Boxy. That's what she says.
Wonder if Pyromancer here is a fan.
Probably.
Is it BOXI? You know?
I'd be surprised if he wasn't.
Oh, here we go. Look at that. Again, the barbed armor going off, and Loso takes a lot in return. Now, he doesn't have flying, but they do kill Pebbles in the process. Pyromancer doesn't care about that. Barbed armor. Using the ultimate. Here we go, though. Keeping the force jumping. In the meantime, Bubbles in the background, though. Rue hitting every hero. But now Nomad. Guess who's going for? Yep. Down goes Pyromancer. Keeper of the force gets pulled in. And he, too, will fall. I think Nomad is hitting very hard.
Yeah, I think it's time to concede. GG.
Yeah. Tough loss here. Tough loss for Team NX. But it is a victory at the same time for, well, as you know, as nice prize pool. Going also by Ultimate Legends, whatever you want to call them. And they're going to Diamond. So that's what matters in the end. Like I said, this round of 16, very important for that reason. Going to the Diamond Division is this Legion team over here. So congratulations to those guys. Again, even though they have Diamond Division now wrapped up, now you still want to continue playing on as far as seeding is concerned. Because and that is important. I mean, obviously, if you finish off on the lower portion, you'll be facing a very quality team. Maybe even Team USA in the first round of the Diamond Division. So
then you're completely screwed.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Yeah. Might as well just forfeit.
How about that, Noodle? 15-1-2. He
yeah, my boy, Incudo.
Crushing. Yeah, is that what you call him, Incudo? I know he's called different ways by different people.
I like to call him Incudo, yeah.
I just see Noodle and works for me.
Oh, well, Noodle.
I think QQ Noodle is what Beef says that out for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Different. Anyways, Riser, any thoughts about the game? Final thoughts about the series, even?
It was definitely a solid game. I think NX just a little outclassed in terms of team fights, and then obviously the laning phase. I think they may have gotten a little outplayed in the laning phase. That Nomad just doing work in the laning phase, of course. But definitely some solid games for the HoN Tour qualifiers. Some people I certainly recognize and respect as solid players. So.
Yeah, there's some good matches all throughout, and you know, here we are now. We're going to be dwindling down to the round of 8. And, of course, coverage, with that said, is going to be continuing tomorrow here, starting with that. So tomorrow we will have the round of 8 followed by the round of 4. And then on Tuesday, I believe it is the third-place match. And then eventually Wednesday will be the finals here for this HoN Tour qualifier. So, again, although from this point on, the teams that we will be casting here for the qualifiers, they are going to at least be in Diamond. The seeding is very important, as we just talked about, so that's why you still want to play on to see where you're going to be placed going to that first cycle. And then HoN Tour Season 1 kicks off the following weekend, man. So next weekend even, at this rate. So it's definitely coming up quickly, and excited for that. So, Riser, any final words about today as a whole? Any shout-outs you want to make here before we do wrap things up?
Always to do the obligatory shout out to Bang Bang Crew, best Skype conversation ever. Shout out to haircuts. As you can tell, I got a haircut, so I look like a sophisticated caveman instead of a regular one now. And I think that's about it. People complaining about my room. I made my bed, so you guys can all suck it. And I cleaned up a little. And sorry about the keyboard if it was loud. I really did burn the crap out of my finger, and I was trying to use the arrow keys a little to move around. So if that was annoying, I apologize.
Whatever you need to do to get better. That's a matter.
Yeah, it's just it's gross. I was like toasting like this English muffin, and I just accidentally touched like the really hot part and just. Oof.
What, on the toaster?
Yeah, on the toaster.
I hate when that
the
happens.
metal part.
That sucks. You gotta let it finish.
Well, I don't know. It's just still hot. Like they'd already popped out. I just touched the metal part like an idiot. Now here, you can see it a little.
Is he showing us? We now go show it again.
Kind of. Can you see it?
I'm not gonna. I see normal finger. I see you flipping us off almost. That's basically what you're doing right here. So.
Yeah.
That's what I. Screw you too, Riser.
I don't know. It's hard to see. There's like this little white part that looks like the skin is like dead. So.
Like a blister almost.
I'm not making this up. This is real.
This is real. Yes. No, I'll believe you. I'll believe you. It's hard to see, but I'll believe you. All right, though. Fight through it, though. Fight through it. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yep.
In the end. Okay, so again, that is going to be wrapping things up here for today, Riser. It was definitely another fun day, and at least we got some more casting, you know, in the previous weeks when we had you on. It was 1 or 2 games even, pretty short. So got some more casting here, and you're gonna be coming back tomorrow, right?
No, I have caveman duties to attend to.
Caveman duties to attend to.
People can't, the mammoth isn't gonna hunt itself. But no, I'll be here. I have nothing better to do. I'm a loser.
Riser, don't say that. You are not.
I always say that just to garner sympathy, so just ignore that.
No, it's always a pleasure, Riser. Always a pleasure having you on, and definitely bring some great insight to the table. A lot more than what I could bring, that's for sure. So it's fun having you on.
Oh, wow.
Even though I'm the better player.
I'm just here for the comedy.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that is going to start wrapping things up here on HoNcast. Really do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, because, again, in the end, really about the entertainment, but hopefully the match itself. Also a lot of fun for you guys tomorrow. Again, keep tuning in here at HoNcast.com. Continuing coverage. The round of 8 will start tomorrow, followed by the semifinals. Again, more best of the 3s coming at you. That all starts, of course, at the same time of 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern.